Greetings, Neuro Ninjas. Hope you've had a good week. Last week we were looking across the school at rock number 1, sleep. So you've been maybe tracking your sleep. You've been checking what time you've been falling asleep. You've been trying to, in lots of different ways, improve your sleep. And I hope that's going well. This week we're going to focus on rock number 2, exercise, which we know is good for our body. Physically, it's good for our cardiovascular system. It's good for our core strength, our posture, any aspect of our physical being, but it's also amazing for our brain. So in the last 5 or 6 years, we've discovered that exercise supports our brain's function by getting our brain to produce a hormone called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is called BDNF. And when BDNF is released in the brain, it causes neurons to sprout new connections. So at the end of a neuron are little finger-like structures called dendrites. And when BDNF is produced, dendrites start sprouting. What does that mean? The more sprouting you've got, the more dendrites you've got between neurons, is the more connections are available. And the gap between the connections across neurons is called a synapse. And that is where learning and memory sits, literally in the gaps between neurons. So the more dendrites we've got, the more connections we've got, the more cognitive capacity we build, the more attention is available, the more focus is available. And if we can hold our attention and engagement for longer, we can engage more of our neurons in learning. And that means we're much more likely to deeply process our learning. And with more neurons available, firing slowly but surely, repeatedly, we can build our memory structures as well. So you will have a support sheet that enables you to explore exercise and how to build an exercise habit. So let's just kind of talk briefly about how to build a habit. Building a habit is around taking small, simple acts every single day. So you need to be clear with yourself as to why you're going to carry out your exercise habit. Because of all those great reasons that I said just now, you're going to then choose a time in the day and a place where you're going to exercise. So let's say you rock up in your lounge at 8 a.m. and you do 5 minutes exercise. I mean, who knows, you may already be doing that with Joe Wicks for 30 minutes. Fantastic. But if you're not, 8 a.m. in the lounge, just 5 minutes of exercise. Repeat that each day for about 3 or 4 weeks. And then you'll find that just 8 o'clock rolls around and you're already getting ready to do your exercise, because that process of being in the same place at the same time is a strong association, and it reduces the willpower required to arrive in that habit every day. And then once you've got the awareness and you've chosen the slot and you've tried it repeatedly, you can then stretch that habit and change the sort of exercise you do it for longer. So small, simple acts: awareness, choosing, trying, stretching, acts that will slowly but surely build new structures in your brain. That's how you build an exercise habit. Have a great week. Look forward to seeing you next week when we'll be talking about rock number 3, eating healthily and making sure we drink enough water. Thanks for listening. See you soon.